Hong Kong, 1975. A 12-year-old boy sits in a dark cinema, watching Enter the Dragon for the 5th time. His name is Donnie Yen. On screen, Bruce Lee moves with impossible speed and grace. The boy is mesmerized, tears streaming down his face. But this isn't just admiration, it's grief. Bruce Lee died 2 years ago, and Donnie never got to meet him. At that moment, Donnie makes a promise. He will honor Bruce Lee's legacy and push martial arts cinema further. This is the story of the master who never lived to see his greatest successor. 1963. Donnie Yen is born in Guangzhou, China. His mother, Bo Sim Mark, is a renowned martial arts master and Tai Chi grandmaster. When Donnie is 2, the family moves to Hong Kong, then Boston. Donnie grows up in two worlds: traditional Chinese martial arts through his mother, and American street culture of the 1970 South, 1964. July 20. Bruce Lee dies suddenly. 10-year-old Donnie, training daily under his mother's instruction, is devastated. He's seen Bruce's films, studied his movements, dreamed of meeting him. Now that will never happen. Donnie's mother notices his obsession with Bruce Lee. "You study Bruce's films every day. What do you see?" "He's different, Mom. He doesn't waste motion. Everything is direct, efficient, powerful." Bao Sim Mark nods. Bruce understood something many refuse to accept: martial arts must evolve. He created Jeet Kune Do by taking the best from every style. "This is what you must do." This conversation shapes Donnie's entire approach. He trains in Wushu and Tai Chi, but also studies boxing, Taekwondo, Judo, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He becomes a mixed martial artist decades before MMA exists. 1982-19-year-old. Donnie is competing in martial arts tournaments across America, winning championships in multiple disciplines. He's fast, powerful, creative, and obsessed with Bruce Lee's philosophy. He watches every Bruce Lee film frame by frame, but Donnie has a problem. He's too good at too many things. In traditional competitions, this is frowned upon. Judges want to see pure styles. Donnie's hybrid approach confuses them. "You're not respecting traditional forms," one judge tells him. "That's not real martial arts." Donnie thinks of Bruce facing the same criticism. Bruce Lee was right. Traditional styles are beautiful, but incomplete. Real fighting requires everything. 1984. Yuan Wu Ping, the legendary action choreographer, discovers Donnie at a martial arts demonstration. Yuan recognizes something special, the same quality Bruce Lee had. Raw authenticity. "Have you ever acted?" Yuan asks. "No, Sifu. I'm a martial artist, not an actor." Bruce Lee said the same thing. "Come audition for my new film." Donnie's first film is Drunken Tai Chi, 1984. The experience is eye-opening. Film fighting is completely different from real fighting. It requires timing, camera awareness, storytelling skills Bruce mastered. Donnie studies how Bruce used cinema to showcase martial arts. Bruce understood angles, editing, rhythm. Donnie begins developing his own approach, combining Bruce's cinematic instincts with modern choreography. 1990s. Donnie establishes himself as a rising action star. Films like Iron Monkey, 1993, and Wing Chun, 1994, showcase his skills. But critics constantly compare him to Bruce Lee. Donnie Yen is trying to be the next Bruce Lee, reviews say. In an interview, Donnie addresses this. "I'm not trying to be Bruce Lee. That's impossible. Bruce was a pioneer. He created something from nothing. I'm standing on his shoulders, trying to see further." But privately, Donnie struggles with Bruce's shadow. How do you honor someone while being yourself? 2008. IP Man releases. Donnie portrays IP Man, Bruce Lee's real-life Wing Chun master. The irony isn't lost on Donnie. He's playing his hero's teacher. This is both honor and responsibility during preparation. Donnie studies everything about IP Man and his relationship with Bruce. He learns that IP Man saw something special in young Bruce's raw talent. Combined with philosophical curiosity, Donnie approaches the role with reverence. I'm not just playing IP Man. I'm honoring the lineage that created Bruce Lee. Every movement must be authentic to Wing Chun, but also show why Bruce would later evolve beyond it. The film becomes a massive hit. Donnie's portrayal is praised for its dignity, power, and authenticity. In one scene, IP Man fights 10 karate black belts simultaneously. Donnie choreographs it to showcase Wing Chun's efficiency, exactly the principle Bruce Lee would expand into Jeet Kune Do. Critics note. Donnie Yen has finally stepped out of Bruce Lee's shadow by stepping into his master's shoes. 2010, IP Man 2 includes young Bruce Lee as IP Man's student. Donnie insisted on this scene. We can't tell IP Man's story without acknowledging his most famous student. In the scene, young Bruce asks IP Man questions about fighting philosophy. Donnie delivers IP Man's responses with weight, knowing these teachings will evolve into Jeet Kune Do. 2015. Interview with Donnie about martial arts evolution. The interviewer asks, "Would you defeat Bruce Lee in a fight?" Donnie's response is thoughtful. That question misses the point. If Bruce were alive today, he'd be training exactly what I'm training. Bruce's whole philosophy was evolution. He wasn't stuck in 1973, he was always moving forward. If he'd lived, he'd probably be the greatest MMA fighter ever. So the question isn't, could I beat 1973 Bruce Lee? The question is, could I beat 2015 Bruce Lee, who's been training for 42 more years? And the answer is absolutely not. This response goes viral. Martial artists worldwide respect Donnie's humility and understanding of Bruce's philosophy. 2016. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, makes Donnie the first major Asian action star in Star Wars. It's historic, and Donnie knows he's walking through doors Bruce opened. Bruce fought for Asian representation his entire life. When I stand on that Star Wars set, I'm there because Bruce kicked down doors 50 years ago. 2019. A documentary asks, what would you tell Bruce Lee if you could meet him? Donnie pauses, emotional. I'd thank him. I'd tell him that the 12-year-old boy who cried watching Enter the Dragon grew up to honor his legacy. I'd tell him that his philosophy of constant evolution is still relevant. I'd tell him he didn't just influence me, he influenced everyone. Every modern action film, every MMA fighter, every martial artist who refuses to be limited by tradition, that's Bruce's legacy. And I'd tell him I'm sorry we never got to train together. That's my biggest regret. 2023. Donnie Yen is 60 years old, 40 years in film industry, over 70 films. In interviews, he still references Bruce Lee constantly, not as competition, but as the North Star guiding his journey. People ask if I've surpassed Bruce Lee. That's the wrong question. You don't surpass your teacher, you extend their work. Bruce gave us the foundation. Every time I blend Wing Chun with boxing, or add Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to a fight scene, that's Bruce's philosophy in action. The truth is Bruce Lee and Donnie Yen never met. Bruce died when Donnie was 10 years old. They never trained together, never fought together, never shared the same room. But they're connected across time by philosophy, by dedication, by relentless pursuit of excellence. Bruce planted seeds in the 1960s and 70s. Donnie has spent his life nurturing those seeds into forests. Different eras, different technologies, different challenges, but the same mission, showing the world that martial arts are art, philosophy, and revolution combined. Bruce was the breakthrough. Donnie is the continuation. One legend inspired another across impossible distance.